Hey everyone, and welcome to the mid-month lesson check-ins for February 2026 for the collective. So always if these, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. As always, like, comment, share, follow, subscribe. Randy Mintaka 93 on YouTube, Randy Morningstar 747 on TikTok, The Mintaka Experience on Facebook, playing with the Infinity Oracle deck, and as you can tell, I've been switching a lot. So just forgive my DID switches. I've had a lot of stress. So this is what lessons we have learned and what lessons we still need to learn for February. And I figured that the Infinity Oracle deck is fitting for the day. So we have counsel and therapy. So seeking out counsel, promoting therapy, promoting your physical health and your mental health, prioritizing your mental health, and your depression symptoms, and your anxiety, and your internalized homophobia, and transphobia, and misogyny, and racism, and internalized narcissistic behaviors that you may have been put through that you don't realize that you're holding on to still. It looks like counsel and therapy has been suggested to you, or you have suggested it to someone else, or you feel like you could benefit from it yourself. It looks like there's going to be a lot of resistance or avoidance when it comes to counsel or therapy. People are quicker to accuse others of needing therapy than they are to take the therapy themselves. So it's always best not to ask others to seek help unless you mean it, and unless you are 100% ready to do it yourself as well. This could include like couples counseling or spiritual counseling or statement ministry or peer counseling or DBT or CBT classes, group therapy, one-on-one sessions. You're just using the wellness tools that you've learned from therapy and counseling. Seeking counsel in the metaphysical can also be very wise, and you can heal your spirit, you can heal your soul as well. Looks like healing old wounds. Okay, so what this means is counsel and therapy can help you heal old wounds. Old wounds resurfacing can be a reason to go back to therapy. Avoiding what your therapist has told you to do or refusing medication can be hindering progress. I'm not saying take medication if it causes you to be sick. I'm not saying I condone big pharma. I am saying if the medication is prescribed to you and you are not taking it, that is what I'm talking about. Don't let them prescribe it to you if you're not going to take it. Because that medicine could go to someone else who may need it more, or may be able to use it instead of you just wasting shared resources with someone else. Like the toilet. Do not flush pills. Never flush the pills. Get rid of them appropriately. Healing old wounds from counseling and from therapy can help too. Like bad therapist advice, or those that claim to be therapists and armchair diagnose you, or those that your therapist have told you so like meditate, or where you were wrong or where you were right. Getting the proper diagnosis within the last 8 weeks has been quite an improvement as well. Not reading all of you, so back in you go. Autumn. This could be a name. This could be timing. This could be a season. This could be a word association like they do in counseling and therapy. What do you think of when you hear the word autumn? Is autumn your favorite season? Do you not care much for autumn? Change, transformation, metamorphosis, growth are all possible when you are ready to take accountability and go through the actions instead of just being on autopilot with the motions. This is especially true For those that have seen 456 on their calendar, or 505 on their calendar. Also, angel number 503 and 805 stick out for lessons to learn and lessons that we have learned in February so far. Looks like autumn is a time to heal old wounds, or autumn is the season that caused a lot of old wounds to resurface, or those that were born in autumn, like September, October, November, might be the most affected by old wounds resurfacing. Counseling and therapy are for seasonal depression and seasonal anxiety as well. You don't have to have a permanent therapist. You can just have a seasonal one. Open up. This could mean refine your boundaries so they're not so rigid. This could mean trust a little more. This could mean speak up about atrocities that have happened to you. Because if you don't say stop, or you don't admit that something's bothering you, nobody else is going to be able to know. If you just break the vase and hide it under the rug, no one's going to know until they step on it with their bare feet. So take the same analogy and use it towards the lesson of the month as well. Opening up about what happened in autumn, and opening up about your counsel and therapy experiences, and sharing what therapists and counselors have taught you with others can be helpful. Advocating for mental health, educating other people, bringing awareness to certain aspects of yourself and certain aspects of mental health, and how mental health plays into spirituality practices, whether they are related or unrelated. Karmic lesson. Within this month, there's going to be a karmic lesson that is going to be having you forced pretty much to open up or stay silent. Both choices are yours. It depends on what you choose, what path you take. The karmic lesson, due to having to heal old wounds. So basically, you're having to heal your own wounds because you haven't learned your lesson yet, because you haven't learned the karmic energies surrounding this. Karmic clearing, soul clearing, taking accountability, seeking out forgiveness or closure, whether that's moving forward and living your best life, or demanding an apology, or whatever the case may be. Whatever your moral compass says to do, basically. Work on your morals, work on your standards. Karmic lessons within what you say and what you open up about can be a lesson as well. What to stay silent about, what to open up about, what to say, what not to say. Silence is a key here. Silence is a big lesson that needs to be learned and can be learned within the month, provided you stay open-minded and you're ready to heal. Seeking counsel and therapy due to karmic lessons can also be helpful. So asking advice on what to do, asking for help on how to overcome this, asking advice for how to get through certain ideas and logical situations and scenarios. Some things may not make logical sense right off the bat, but listen to your intuition anyway, even if it makes no logical sense whatsoever. Push and pull energy. So different than the karmic lesson, there is push and pull energy. And the push and pull energy is affecting your emotions, is affecting your feelings, is affecting your life in general. It looks like that push and pull of energy is the reason why you want to seek counseling, is the reason why you think you need therapy, is the reason why you have to heal the wounds that you thought you healed already. Autumn, again, sticks out. Open up about what happened in autumn. Open up about your soul birth and what happened to you as your soul was created. Talk to rebirth gods and rebirth guides like Thunderbird and Phoenix and Ganesha, Shiva, Kali, Bathsheba, The triple moon goddess, Michael the Archangel, can also help you understand the push and pull energy and the connection between autumn and the wounds that you feel. The karmic lessons that you signed up for in autumn. So any contracts in the soul contracts that you've made with any guides, any soul, anybody, even for yourself, within autumn is checked out. So that means for me, I would need to check out my own soul contract because I was born in autumn. Anything between September 21st and December 21st. If you have any soul contracts or any work contracts or you sign any agreements in child support, custody cases, housing, love affairs, partnerships that aren't marriage related, live-in situations, any of that, there's going to be a karmic lesson in that. So just be aware of that. Okay? So we also are at a crossroads. We're learning through crossroads and learning through making choices and learning that the fork in the road leads many ways. Because you are healing your old wounds, you are able to know what those crossroads are, but you're not sure how to navigate through the crossroads. You don't want to get lost and end up to Anubis's jackals, basically. Five Finger Death Punch, Jackal and Hyde stick out. Wake Me Up When September Ends by Green Day sticks out. And My Blood by 21 Pilots stick out for musical lessons within the month. Ego Death at 11:33. So ego death, due to what has happened and transpired within the autumn months, is required. Like you have to kill your ego off a little bit more in order to learn this lesson. Busy and distracted. Learn to keep yourself busy and distracted. Learn what's keeping you busy and distracted, and learn why you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, and why it's so hard for you to stay focused, why it's so hard for you to keep the attention where it needs to be, and why it's so hard to be motivated or feel like you're driven to do what you need to do, especially with the big changes in your life or the abusive relationships you've been put through within the last 13 months. Secret Admirer. So your karmic lesson is going to affect your secret admirer. Your secret admirer can be part of the karmic lesson that you need to learn. You can learn a lot about your secret admirer by learning this karmic lesson as well. So once you learn the lesson, all of this will be made clear. It looks like learning silence and learning when to stay silent and when to speak up, and knowing and prioritizing your mental health seems to be the most beneficial. Spiritual protection. You're learning how to make yourself be spiritual protected. You're learning who your protector guides are. You're learning spell work and white light visualizations to help you stay protected. You have spiritual protection even if you don't realize it. Closure. We were talking about this earlier in the daily card read for the 15th. Closure within your choices. So once you made your choice to get out of the crossroad, or made your left turn or your right turn at Albuquerque, you're going to be able to move a lot faster, but you're also going to have to live with the choices you made and deal with the consequences of that choice. Temptations. You need to kill your ego due to your temptations, due to your lust, due to your envy, due to your greed, due to seeing other people have it, due to wanting it so others can't have it. Your stinginess, your inability to spend money, your thriftiness can be a problem if you are hoarding your money, even if it's like $1. If you are knowing that you need something but you're not wanting to fix it, that could be a hindrance as well. This is why it's best to keep busy and distracted. It looks like a lot of people are, your karmic partner or your secret admirer might be busy, keeping you busy and distracted so that you fail to open up about the karmic lesson. Because the secret admirer might be the one hindering your progress. And it might also be the one that has the answer. So those who speak in silence speak in volumes. And lastly, we have past life relationship. Learn about your past lives, learn about your past life relationships, open up about things that you can do, Make sure that you are more aware of the abilities you have. Make sure that you are opening up about past life connections and past life relationships and past connections and past relationships that reflect and parallel to this life. Reality shifting and time jumping and being able to close out the deal once the lesson is learned can be helpful. It's like a Rumpelstiltskin. Once the lesson is learned, everything goes back to normal. But like normal is subjective. Family concerns is the last one we have. So your secret admirer has some family concerns or concerns about family. You guys might view family differently. You might treat family differently. You might feel like they're more family than anything, and that's why the twin flame doesn't want to act out, because they don't want to ruin a family. The true twin flame may have already made a family of their own and made a life of their own, and nobody wants to impose. It might be due to the family dynamic that you have. It might be due to being a single mother or having the father of the child still in the picture, and then having the rifts between the two men or the two women that just can't see eye to eye. Bottom line, though, your karmic partner is going to be your lesson, basically. So learning about your karmic partners, finding out who your karmic partner is, and learning about your secret admirer. Also, make sure that when you are looking for secret admirers, or you're doing third-party reads, or you're trying to see who it is that's protecting you or not keeping you busy and distracted so you don't open up. Go figure out why they think that you need to be protected enough to where you have to be silenced. But also learn the difference between feeling like you're forced to be silenced and choosing to be silenced and then feeling forced. That's what I get for mid-month lesson check-ins for February 2026. So as with these, take it resonates, if it doesn't. If you'd like a personalized one for your own lessons, comment below.